Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's April. I am sharing the Reverse Confetti July 2022 release today and a card using some supplies from the new release. So let's get to it. First up, we have the Deco cover panel. I love this cover panel. It reminds me of a 20s or 30s Art Deco type of design. And all of those lines actually cut into the paper, but because they're not connected, it doesn't cut out. So you just have the design left over. You can see here that I've tried it on lots of different colors of cardstock, and it's just beautiful. I cannot wait to use this in a whole lot of different cards that I'm going to be making this summer and in the future. Next up is the beautiful Sunny Flower stamp and matching confetti cut set. It has all the makings to make some beautiful flowers along with the center. You see there's different centers there, leaves, and you get some awesome sentiments. I mean, miss you, thanks, friend, you are the best, just saying hello. Plus, I love that you can use the actual flower and leaf dies to go ahead and cut out from just regular colored cardstock. Now, something I like to do a lot with new stamp sets is use some packaging tape or package tape to go ahead and connect the two halves. I am that person who will lose the back to my stamp set and think that it's acetate that I accidentally left on my desk. So I just connect them with some packing tape, and then look, now they're connected. So when I open it, it stays together, and it just makes cleanup just so much easier for me at least. And it's all set. Now, this set I'm really excited about. It's called Dog Day Stamp, and there's a matching confetti cut set. See, there's some palm trees, the dogs are lounging, they're playing around. And as someone who is new to Copic coloring, I am so excited to get any new image to practice on. And this set just does not disappoint. It's super cute. And if you thought that was cute, just wait till you see the sentiment set. There is a matching sentiment set here. It has dog-related sentiments. Dog on it, I missed your birthday. Hot dog, which I think that one's just hilarious. And just a lot of other really fun summer kind of themed sentiments that can go with that stamp and die set or even be used alone. So I think these are going to be in heavy rotation this summer for me. Next, this is my new favorite sentiment set. It's called the Little Bit Sentiments, and look at these bold sentiments, and it covers so many different categories. How many times do you reach for a stamp set with sentiments and you're wishing, oh, I just wish I had that one thing, and there's so many on here, and I just love it. I have my happy birthday, my get well, my thank you, my hello, cheers, and even just a cute XOXOX. And I'm really excited to be using this set. It's definitely going to be something I use a whole lot of. Now, what we have here is the Little Bits Envy. It's one of Reverse Confetti's standalone confetti cuts. That means that there is no matching stamp set. It's meant to be used on its own or coordinated with the other items in the Reverse Confetti line. And this is so cute. It's not obvious at first exactly what this is, so I'm going to show you. When you die cut that long little die there, it creates this cute little folding envelope. Look at that. It has a tab and everything. It has a great stitched border, and it actually holds a 2 5/8 note panel. So you can cut a little piece of cardstock to fit inside, attach it to a gift, just stick it with some flowers. It's so cute. Now, my other new favorite set, Flower Builder. I love dies that have details on them, and this die does not disappoint. You can build 2 different size flowers using this die set. It creates these beautiful flower halves that you can then piece together, and I'm actually going to be using this for the card I'm going to show a little later on in the video. It has the stamen or the center of the flower and a leaf, and you could also cut little half flowers like you see here. You can layer them up. There's just so many uses for this set. It's so versatile, and I've already cut so many pieces. And then look at these leaves. I love a good leaf. And this leaf is not just the leaf shape, it has the leaf lines. It's amazing. All right, next, this is the pride and joy of the Reverse Confetti release, the Hot Foil Elements. And this is Hot Foil Elements combo. I am so excited. I actually just got a hot foil machine recently. I had a little bit of a mishap and went kaput. I had to order a new one. I got a replacement. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to complete all of the projects I wanted to complete, so I have a lot more hot foiling in my future. But you can see here, just from the elements, just these little circles here with that holographic and the gold foil. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then, yes, there's more. There's the thank you combo and the birthday wishes combo. And these are also hot foil plates and the matching die cuts to cut out the sentiment. And there's birthday wishes and thank you that you can hot foil. Beautiful and delicate, but bold enough that you can clearly read them. And I have a few examples here. So here's the birthday wishes. I really, really like this one. This is using the hot foil plate and then using the coordinating die to cut it out. I think it's absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And then this is the thank you. And I actually hot foiled that onto pink cardstock. And then I thought, what the hey, let's use some vellum. And it hot foiled beautifully. And just so everyone's knowing, I am using the Gemini hot foil press machine with my Gemini die cut machine. All right, now that we have walked through the entire July release, I want to make a card, and I'm going to go back to that flower builder set because I'm kind of in love with it, and I love paper piecing. It is my happy place, absolutely. So I'm using some cardstock colors, but I'm going to my handy dandy folder on my phone for color schemes that I've saved from the internet, and I just wanted to find some colors that will match. This has kind of been my secret weapon lately because I am not great at putting colors together. Maybe I'll get better at it, but I just wanted to see, what color scheme will work. I kind of have this peachy orange color that I'm using. I've got the green in the leaves, and I thought, what else can I use to help pull this card together? So I kind of settled on a few colors to use, and I'm just starting now to actually build my card. I have a lot of these halves of the actual flower, and I thought maybe I could make the full flowers, but then I really liked how the half flower looked, and so I cut out the large flower and the small flower halves multiple times, and I'm just stacking them together. Next, I wanted a background, and I pulled the Roses Confetti Cuts kind of border die that came from the May release, and I used that to cut into this kind of salmony color cardstock. I really like the stitching on this die. It creates a really nice mat, and I wanted a nice background that was a little lighter than the flowers, but I didn't want to put it on white. I wanted to lift it up and bring a little color to the card. So now I'm going to start arranging my flowers on the card. And I've gone ahead and sped up the video a bit because I actually took some time arranging them. I wanted to get the composition just right, and I finally got it to a place where I was pretty satisfied. And then I took that birthday wishes that I used the new hot foil die with, and then the thank you, and I was trying to decide which one do I want on here. And I liked the birthday wishes, but I think I wanted it in a different color. I thought gold looked better. And remember, I said my hot foil machine went kaput, so I was working with what I had. So I settled on the thank you. And then here I was just deciding, because I'm seriously in love with these leaves and I'm seeing a wreath in my future, that I wanted to see if I could fit some extra leaves tucked around, but it wasn't really going to work with that. So I decided to just leave it as is. Now I'm using this, I think it's Barely Arts Precision Glue. Thank you to my cousin. I might have mentioned this before, but she gave me this glue. It's the best thing in the world. And I'm using that just to adhere the mat to my card front. Because it's liquid glue, it's able to move around a little bit easier so I can get it straight. And then I use my Teflon kind of folder there. It's like a bone folder, but a really short one. One of the best things I purchased at the Scrapbook Expo, and using that just to smooth it down. Now I wanted my flowers to have a little bit of dimension and pop off the page, so I grabbed these pop dots that I have. It seems to be my never-ending container of pop dots. As much as I use these, there always seem to be more, which is great. And I'm just using some circle pop dots in the center of the top flower, and then I'm adhering it to the bottom flower. I want to make sure that this can go through the mail, so I didn't do another layer of foam dots. I didn't get too crazy, even though I easily could have. And then I'm using liquid glue to adhere the center of the flower and just pressing that down with my Teflon folder. And there, I've finished it, and I'm quite pleased with how that looks. I could even, if I wanted to, add some foam dots on the petals to help them pop up a little bit more. You can see there's just a little bit of dimension, and I think it turned out really good. So I went ahead and finished just about all the flowers. I need to cut one more for the bottom flower there. And then I'm just tucking the leaves in, because before I glue everything down, I want to make sure it's more or less where I want it. I usually will take a photo once I get everything arranged so I don't forget, but I got lazy and I was just doing it from memory, and I figured, it's a small canvas, it's going to turn out just fine. So I'm using that liquid glue again to go ahead and adhere the flowers and kind of get them arranged with how I would like them on the page. And then carefully tucking in the leaves as we go, leaving space. I think I add an extra leaf or two later on. And then there's the thank you. I love this thank you. But it was getting a little lost on the page because of the vellum, and I didn't know how to adhere it in a way that would make sense. So I decided to go ahead and use the coordinating die cut to cut that thank you shape again, but from white cardstock, and I wanted to then adhere that to the back of the vellum. It's not my ideal because I really love keeping the look of vellum, but for it to stick on the pink there and for the hot foil to really show through, this is definitely something you can do if you want to use vellum and kind of have the look, but it's not quite working. And then again, I just used the same liquid glue to go ahead and add some dots. The nice thing is, because it was vellum on white, it was smushed down enough, and that glue dries pretty clear, so you won't see the glue through the vellum. Now it's set, and I can add the thank you to the front of the page. And because it's going on top of this flower that has the pop dot, I want to pop the thank you up. So I'm just adding a nice little piece of thin foam tape. I also want to take this moment to point out I did not do a second layer to that bottom flower. I just left that as one layer. I'm using this Misty tea ruler. Thank you to my cousin for this. And aligning my sentiment. And then lastly, I have to add some jewels. These are the pearls from Pretty Pink Posh. I love these jewels so much. I use the gold and the silver. Excuse my head getting in the way there. And I use my jewel picker-upper. And one of my favorite things with flowers is I always think that, there's like water droplets on flowers. So even if it's just not clear, I always think, oh, wow, like these could be gold water droplets on the flowers. And I love to stick the droplets sometimes on the flower petals and then sprinkled around the page. I think it gives a really nice touch. And that is it. That card is done. And what I like is you could pre-make a lot of these flowers and save them for future projects, but I just love how this turned out. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And the hot foil shine is chef's kiss. Well, that is the card for today, and that is the July release. I hope you will go check out the Reverse Confetti site. It's an amazing release, and if you are into hot foiling or new to it, these are great beginner hot foil sets to start with. Thank you so much for visiting. Please go ahead and check out more photos of this card over on my Instagram page and also on the Reverse Confetti blog. and I will see you next time. Bye!